I had a student, his name was Mark. He was a sophomore. And in his own words, he didn't care about anything. He was loud, he was defiant, and his main goal in his day was to get sent to the dean's office. Well, I wasn't about to let that happen. I wanted him to stay in my classroom, I wanted him to learn, but I could see that his behavior, it was wearing not only me, but the rest of the class down. So one day he was absent, and I said to the class, what can we do? How can we create a better environment that we are more of a community, we learn together, including Mark? After a few minutes of silence, a girl in the back raised her hand, and she said, what if we write Mark a letter? I thought, brilliant. So we did, not out of shame or out of punishment, but to set some boundaries, to let him know that we cared and to let him know how we were feeling. So the next day, Mark came into class, and I took him out into the hallway, and I said, Mark, the class wrote you a letter, and I want to read it with you. As I read it, I could see his face getting red. His hands were starting to shake. Suddenly, I heard words of anger, frustration, hurt, spewing from his mouth, along with every swear word imaginable. I looked up, and I could see the deans running to my rescue, and I just held them off. Because in the storm, I saw something else. I saw tears. And as he fell to the floor, I fell down with him, and I put my arm around him, and I said, Mark, look, I want you to know that we see you, we hear you, and we care about you. We know as a class we can do better. We know that you can do better. And we know that together we can become a better learning community. Now, I would love to tell you that the next day everything was great and Mark was wonderful and the class was wonderful, but that's not reality. It took time. But over the semester, Mark became engaged. He started asking questions. He started learning. My class, his peers, started embracing him and learning with him. That day was hard. It was hard for me and it was hard for Mark. But let me tell you what Mark taught me.